Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Eureka Springs channel. I'm Melody Purdy, your host, and we come to you every week. We try to come to you every week and feature a little something special about what we have going on here in Eureka Springs. Now, sometimes I focus on nonprofits. Sometimes I focus on businesses that have been here in Eureka Springs for a long time. And like today, we're here to talk about a new business that has made its way to Eureka Springs. Now, as you know, Eureka Springs channel is all about celebrating all the good people, the good places, and the good news from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So thank you so much for joining us today. Let's get right at it. I've got today with me a brand new business. It's called True Fitness and Life Coaching, LLC. And he is here today, Mr. Josh Trupia is here with me today to talk a little bit about what he is doing and what he's got special for all of us here in Eureka Springs. If you guys will welcome to the screen, Joshua.
Hi,
Hello.
Melody. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing well. I was enjoying the backstage music while everything was getting going.
I try to provide only the best of quality of elevator music for your pleasure.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right. So, Joshua, we're here to really just to celebrate you because
Thank you.
brand new business coming to Eureka Springs, and it is not for the faint of heart to open a new business, period, but to open it one here in a wonderful tourist town like Eureka Springs. You have jumped through all the hoops to get here. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And my family and I are very, very happy to be here. We love Eureka Springs. It's been a wonderful experience. It's a great town, great people, great culture, and we couldn't be happier to be here.
Well, let's dive into talking exactly what you're doing here. Now, you named yourself True. Now, not with a U, not with an E at the end. TRU.
TRU.
TRU Fitness and Life Coaching. So, tell us what we need to know about what you're doing.
So it's True Wellness, Fitness, and Life Coaching, and what the concept behind it is I provide services for not only fitness or movement, if you will. I provide services for stress management, facilitating new habits, and kind of just navigating through life and dealing with ways to help people that have either lost themselves or are just so buried in stress they don't know what to do. But I started this out because I've been a proponent of fitness for a very long time, and I got into the coaching to kind of understand what the disconnect is between people and fitness, because a lot of people want to do it, but they can never start the habit and sustain the habit. And so I wanted to learn techniques and tips to help my future clients be able to create a fitness program and stick with it and be happy with it. And so that's kind of where this all led up to.
Well, I can attest to being one of those people. I think pretty much everybody I know, we start out strong in January, don't we all?
Yeah.
With, oh yeah, this year I'm going to be fit, I'm going to eat better, I'm going to be a better person. Start out strong, and then just, I don't know what happens. You know what's going on with me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Well, see, where a lot of trouble comes into is when people decide, oh, I'm going to be fit or I'm going to eat healthy, they go into it 110%, right? And so they hit it hard every day. And what happens is they eventually burn themselves out, or they limit themselves in their diet too much to the point where there's no fun in it. There's no joy in it, right? It becomes difficult to sustain. So if you want to create a fitness regimen, or if you want to create a diet regimen, then it needs to start small, right? You need to start in slow incremental paces to eventually getting a little bit more difficult, but you also have to start a program that matches who you are as a person and what your lifestyle is, right?
Yeah.
My favorite example to give is, if you are not a morning person, don't expect to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and go to the gym. It's
Mm-hmm.
not going to happen. Maybe for the first few days, but after that, you're going to be like, I don't want to do it. I'd rather just hit the snooze button. So
True.
it's catering to not only what level of fitness you're looking for, but your lifestyle in general. Who are you as a person? What are the things you like to do? Not everyone likes to go to a gym, and you don't have to in order to be,
Yeah.
healthy. And so that's kind of where my business is going. I cater to
Someone
people.
is at the front door.
I cater to people at the front door.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I do have
yeah,
someone at the front door. Hopefully, someone's going to go to the door for me.
that's okay.
Sorry.
So maybe they want to watch the show. Bring them on in. So,
I could do that.
but that's the whole point. The whole point is I'm trying to bring something that caters to an individual person, right?
Right.
Not to say you need to be in the gym, you need to have a six pack, and you need to look ripped, or you're not doing it right, because that's nonsense. But that's
Right.
kind of like the mentality these days, right? Between all the fitness magazines, the movies, social media, all these people that look like Greek gods, but those people are putting the work in behind the scenes that you don't see. And is that
Yeah.
really work that you want to put in? And if not, then it's not a big deal. Everybody has their own different levels of fitness, and I cater to all levels.
Wow. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot to think about. I guess I've always been told by the people that I've, consulted with. They say, well, Melody, a really good habit is set in 11 days. What are your thoughts on that?
Set in 11 days?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
like a
you get
habit?
you can pretty much say it's going to be, you can hold on to that habit if you hold on to it for 11 days.
It. I'm not familiar with the 11-day rule, but it needs to have a certain amount of repetition, right? So
Hmm.
that's the only way that you can develop and sustain a habit. But the key component to creating a new habit is making it as simple and as foolproof as possible, right? So another example I always give is, if you wanted to start journaling, Melody, which is a fantastic thing that you could do for stress management. If your notebook is in your drawer and your pencil is in the kitchen, and you want to journal at
Hmm.
nighttime when you go to bed, you've added a level of complexity to laying down and journaling, right? So if you
Right.
wanted to make it as simple as possible, when you wake up in the morning, you put your notebook and your pencil on your pillow, so that you
Hmm.
physically have to move it in order to start journaling, right? Well,
Right.
it's the same thing with any habit. It has to be as simple and as easy as possible, because any level of complexity can derail it, right? And
Yeah.
the more that you practice, the more that you repeat and you repeat and you repeat, eventually it becomes second nature.
Wonderful thoughts. I love the way you think. It's a lot to think about. I need to come see you. Sounds like I need to hook me up. So, what would you say is the average client for you, like age span? What do you feel yourself? Who do you deal most with? What age group?
So I typically have dealt with, from 20s to 40s. That's that's the range that I've been in as far as fitness. As far as life coaching, it's been a little bit broader of a scale. Um, my intention is to take my training to the next level and learn about fitness for senior citizens, right? Catering to senior citizens, because that adds a whole other level of complexity, right? Because
Yeah.
of the age and everything along those lines. So that's my next goal, and I hope to do that in the next couple of years, is become a trainer, a senior citizen trainer.
Okay.
Um, but as far as the life coaching, it's been from 20s to 60s even.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about the life coaching part of this. What would one typically come to you if they, they see your title, life coaching? What's that phone call look like when people call in and they say, "Okay, tell me about this life coaching thing you do"?
So the life coaching is about stress a lot of the times, right? So people will want to come in and say, I'm really stressed out. Work is bogging me down. I can't seem to, you know, I can't seem to meet my goals. Every time I do, I become overwhelmed and I just give up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's typically the type of clientele that I've seen so far.
Okay.
And so what I do is I I provide tips and tricks onto how to manage stress, how to deal with stress, how to look at situations in a different perspective. It's mainly about self-awareness, which is a huge thing for me because it's done a lot for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
As I went through the coaching program, I had to do a lot of coaching on myself or have my fellow students coach me, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn things about myself, and it's helped me get a better understanding. So self-awareness is very important.
Yeah.
It's things happen to you all the time, but if you're able to understand, why do these things keep happening?
Mm-hmm.
Most people just say, "Oh, here we go again. My life is I have such bad luck in my life. This always happens, or this always happens."
Mm-hmm.
But why? What are you doing that maybe you could do differently that would redirect, what's happening to you, or that,
Sure.
you might notice something that's happening to you, and then you can make changes to it.
All right. Well, so when you talk about the fitness and the life coaching, I can totally see where the line is very blurred and it's all one
Mhm.
part of it. As far as you are not a licensed professional counselor, but
No.
you have got a lot of training in life coaching. So I'm sure that if you recognize something that needs a little bit more than your care, you can help that person obtain the right avenue to
Yes.
seek out more help if help is needed. So just
Yes.
want to put that disclaimer out there for you.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to talk about today also is I know that you're new to town,
Mhm.
so a lot of people haven't gotten to know you yet. You are on Facebook. I did see that you are, and you are under True Wellness Fitness and Life Coaching LLC. So if you
Mhm.
guys want to check him out on Facebook. And currently, you don't have a brick and mortar yet,
Mhm.
but I'm sure you're working toward that as well here in Eureka Springs. So how would people connect with you? That they just go to Facebook? I know I've got a phone number here for
Mhm.
you. Let me put that up there. So, do people just call and make an appointment with you? Do you do any type of free assessment first? Or do you just dive in and sign up and pay right away?
So the way that it works is, you can either reach me at the social media or at my phone number, but I'm also a member of the community center, and the community center does have a gym. Now, I know a gentleman, John Two Hawks, has been the typical trainer there, but I am available at the community center. So if
Okay.
you wanted to have a session, you could reach out to them and they could get a hold of me. Other
Okay.
than that, I am on social media. And the way that it would work is it would be a phone call, and we would discuss your goals. We would discuss
Mm-hmm.
any kind of medical issues that I would need to be aware of, any kind of restrictions that I would need to be aware of. And then the first session would be more of like I get to feel you out, you get to feel me out.
Sure.
You learn about who I am as a person. I learn about where you are in your level of fitness, and
Okay.
then the programs are start from there, and we either work towards uh, you know endurance, or we work towards stability, or we work towards strength if you're a seasoned professional, or not
Okay.
professional but seasoned gym rat.
Right.
Um, so that's typically the way that it goes. And I would like to say that aside from the coaching and fitness, we are also known in town as Sweet Sadie's Bakes. We do
Ah.
have we are gluten-free, grain-free dessert company, and we sell at
Oh,
the
okay.
farmers market all the time.
Oh,
Typically,
we'll have to have you back on
yeah.
to talk specifically about that, and I'm sure there'll be free taste testing involved on my end of it, right?
Oh, of course.
I'll have
Um,
to have some samples delivered to me so that I can
I'd
sample them out there for you.
I'd be happy to.
I
Um,
love it.
Yeah, but yeah, so it would look like that, and then it's a relationship, right?
Hmm.
You have
Yeah,
to be
definitely.
able to trust me. I have to be able to trust you, and we have to be able to communicate and build a relationship together. And
Yeah.
that's the way that it has to be for us to progress, and for you to progress and take the workouts seriously.
Now I
So
know you have an upcoming event that we spoke a
yes.
little bit about. I'm going to put the date up there, and let's talk to folks about what is going to happen on this date for you.
Sure. So it's all still very preliminary, but I'm working with Lorna Trigg at Mainstage in Eureka Springs to hold a seminar on, it's a wellness seminar basically. It's going to be myself and a wonderful woman named Chantel, and we're going to talk about the impacts of self-awareness on you, right? We're going to talk about how to heighten your self-awareness and what what transformational power can come from having a heightened self-awareness. And Chantel is going to speak to more of the food side of it. I'm going to speak more of the mental and the physical side of it. And
Excellent.
it's going to be fun. And there's going to be, since it is a wellness thing, and I do have the baking company, we are going to have free samples at the end of the seminar of some of the gluten-free, grain-free cookies and treats
Oh, wonderful.
that we bake.
All the more reason to come. Free
Right?
food.
Free food.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a great success. Now, do people need to sign up before for the June 4th event, or can they just show up at the door?
So it's we're doing both.
Okay.
You could either pre-sign up for it and you get a bit of a discount on the price, or you could pay at the door.
Okay.
And we're working on the marketing brochures and pamphlets now, so they'll be
Okay.
coming out within the next couple of weeks, and it'll be fun. It's going to be a good
Yeah,
time.
it sounds like it, and really a great introduction for everything that you do,
Mhm.
both on the bakery side and also the wellness program that you've got going on. So
Mhm.
I'm excited about that for y'all. There at you said at Main Stage, right
Mhm. Yep.
on Main Street.
Yep.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, are the information? Have you released the information about where to sign up? Is it? You mentioned that you've got your marketing coming up.
Mhm.
I'm guessing you'll have some information on your Facebook page, of course.
Yeah, when
And
that's all set
okay,
in stone, we'll have
okay.
that available for everybody, and you can
Okay.
go to Mainstage website to purchase tickets
Oh,
and
okay.
everything like.
Main state site.
Yeah, it'll
Got
be
it.
the Mainstage site,
All right.
and then we'll just be spreading out the pamphlets and blasting it on social media and all that other
Wonderful.
fun stuff. So,
Wonderful. Got one more question for you, Joshua, because it's intriguing minds. Anytime somebody comes to Eureka Springs, whether you are a tourist or
mhm.
you just bought a home, what's the one question everybody has always asked you? Here it is. What made you come to Eureka Springs? Why us?
Well, it's a series of events, I'd have to say. My wife and I are from Florida. My family and I should say are from Florida. We have two little girls as well. And, we lived in Florida for 16 plus years. And we kind of got the itch to make a shift in our lives to get back to a place where it was a little more small town, seasons, and just to have that connection with the people
Mm-hmm.
around you. And we came to Eureka Springs because a gentleman that I was at my office told me about when he retired, he would go to Beaver Lake. And we were already kicking around the idea of the Ozarks. So we Googled an Airbnb, and we came to Eureka Springs about 4 years ago. And ever since then, we've decided this is the place we want to be. It's all about what Eureka Springs provides as far as a culture, as far as its people, and of course, the beautiful mountains and scenery. Um, but it was really the people that sold this for us, because even as a tourist, you felt welcomed.
Yeah.
You felt like you were already part of the crew,
Yeah.
and it was a wonderful thing, and we couldn't wait to get here.
Yeah, it does feel like that's still here for me. I've been here since
Mhm.
2004, And I just feel like that every weekend we invite people over, to get together. It just feels like, you've got guests coming to your house or whatever. You've got people coming to town, and we try to. Most everybody here is able to maintain that attitude, and people are coming. Company's coming.
Yeah.
Every weekend, and sometimes during the week also. We quickly have become not just a weekend town. Well, we're so glad you chose us to come and be a part of our community.
Well, thank you.
Officially welcome you here, and we're looking for great things to come from both of your businesses. And anything we can ever do in the future to help you out, let us know. If there's any message you want to get out to the folks of Eureka Springs, let us know. We'll be happy to help. And thank you again for joining me today, and best of luck to you. You fit right in. So I don't.
Thank you very much.
You fit right in. We're excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Melody. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
You bet. See you later, hon. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right, so you guys be sure and go out and check on Facebook for True Wellness Fitness and Life Coaching LLC. Put that in your search. You'll find Joshua's site. I'm going to give his phone number one more time. You might want to give that phone number a call and sign up for his wellness event, which is going to be June the 4th, 2023, 4 to 6 p.m. at Main Stage. Just a little refresher. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you will subscribe, like, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We try to meet you where you are. Thank you for watching us, and be sure and tune in with us next time for another exciting segment to celebrate all the good people, the good places, and the good news of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.